Working with pictures and Excel. Let's start exploring how to bring some visual life into your worksheets, beginning with pictures. Take a look at any spreadsheet that already contains an image. When you click on that picture, something interesting happens. A brand new ribbon appears at the top of your screen called Picture Format. This is what's known as a contextual ribbon. It only shows up when you've selected something that needs it. In this case, selecting a picture unlocks a whole toolbox of commands specifically designed for working with images. Let's walk through what you'll find here. Over in the Adjust group, you've got controls for fine-tuning how your picture looks. You can make an image brighter or darker, sharpen it if it's looking a bit soft, or soften it if you prefer a gentler appearance. There's also a recolor option that lets you change the saturation, adjust the color tone, or completely alter the colors in your image. Here's something fun: artistic effects. Excel includes a gallery of filters that can transform your picture into something that looks like a painting, a sketch, or other creative styles. I've never actually used these in a real spreadsheet project, but they exist, and there might be a situation where you find them useful, so it's worth knowing they're there. You can also adjust transparency, which controls how see-through your image appears. Maybe you want a picture to fade slightly into the background rather than standing out so boldly. That's where this setting comes in handy. A few more tools round out this group. Compress Picture reduces the file size of your image, and we'll dig deeper into that later. Change Picture swaps out your current image for a different one entirely. And Reset Picture, that's your undo button for everything you've done to the image. All those color corrections, effects, and transparency adjustments vanish, and you're back to the original. Moving along the ribbon, you'll find picture styles. Think of these as pre-designed frames and borders for your images. They work best with square or rectangular pictures, and you've got a nice gallery to browse through. You can also manually add a border around your image using Picture Border, or apply effects like shadows through Picture Effects. A subtle shadow can look quite polished on certain images. There's also Picture Layout, which offers additional arrangement options we'll explore in later lessons. 3 ways to insert a picture. Now that you know how to format pictures, let's talk about getting them into your spreadsheet in the first place. Head over to the Insert tab, find the Illustrations group, and click the Picture drop-down. You'll see 3 options waiting for you. Inserting from your computer. The first choice lets you insert a picture stored on your device. When you select this option, a file browser opens up, and you simply navigate to wherever you've saved your image. Find the file, select it, and click Insert. Here's what typically happens next. The picture lands in your spreadsheet way larger than you actually need it. Don't worry, that's completely normal and easy to fix. Resizing your images. Every inserted picture comes with resize handles, those little squares around the edges. You can drag these to manually adjust the size. There's also a rotation handle at the top if you need to spin the image. But what if you need precise control? Say you want 2 images to be exactly the same dimensions. Here's the trick. Click on the first picture, then look at the Picture Format ribbon in the Size group. You'll see the exact height and width displayed there. Click on your second picture and type those same values into the size fields. Now, you might notice something odd. When you type in a height, Excel automatically changes the width too, or vice versa. That's because Lock Aspect Ratio is turned on by default. This setting keeps your image from getting stretched or squished when you resize it. If you need to set height and width independently, click the small arrow in the corner of the Size group to open the Full Properties panel. There, you can uncheck Lock Aspect Ratio. Now each dimension can be adjusted separately. When you're dragging corners to resize manually and you want to preserve the proportions, hold down the Shift key while you drag. This maintains the aspect ratio, even if the lock setting is off. A handy technique for quick adjustments without distortion. Making pictures move with your data. You've got a picture sitting next to a row of data. You apply a filter to your spreadsheet, some rows get hidden, and suddenly the picture is floating in the wrong spot. It stayed put while the data moved around it. To fix this, Right-click on your picture and look for the additional formatting options. Find the Size and Properties section, expand Properties, and select Move and Size with cells. Once you've enabled this setting, your picture behaves like it's anchored to its cell. Filter your data, hide rows, do whatever you need. The image moves along with everything else. Using stock images. Your second insertion option is the stock image library built right into Excel. There are hundreds of images available here, and you won't pay a dime to use them within Excel itself. A word of caution though, just because these images are free inside Excel doesn't mean they're free everywhere. If you plan to use your spreadsheet in a presentation, post it online, or use it for anything public facing, you need to verify the copyright status of each image. Some might require attribution, and some might have restrictions on commercial use. The stock image search works straightforwardly. Type what you're looking for and browse through the results. You'll also notice tabs for other types of visual content: icons, cutout people, stickers, and illustrations. Each of those has its own library, and we'll cover them in separate lessons. The third way to insert a picture is by searching the web directly from Excel. This opens a Bing-powered browser window right inside the application. Type in what you're looking for, hit Enter, and browse through the results. Copyright matters even more here. Always, and I really do mean always, make sure the Creative Commons only checkbox is selected. This filters results to show images that have been released under licenses allowing reuse. But don't stop there. Even Creative Commons images come with conditions. When you select an image, you'll often see a small text box appear beneath it with licensing information. This might include a link to the specific Creative Commons license. Click that link and actually read what it says. You might discover the image requires attribution, meaning you need to credit the creator somewhere, or it might prohibit commercial use entirely. Some licenses let you do almost anything, others have strict limitations. The only way to know is to check each image individually. You can also refine your online search using filters. Narrow results by size if you need something specific. Filter by type, photographs versus clip art, for instance. Choose a particular layout orientation, or even filter by dominant color if you're trying to match a visual theme. If you find that an image's license doesn't fit your needs, simply choose a different picture. It's never worth the headache of potential copyright issues later.